Okay this morning?
Yeah, long trip. Feels good to be back home.
Where'd you visit?
I spent the last, I think maybe 3 weeks in Harlem,
3 weeks.
Harlem, New York.
What are you doing up there?
So I was supposed to, a friend of mine, we were supposed to go to San Diego to visit one of my friends in the Navy.
Okay.
So I went up there first, because the way we did it, he had like a companion ticket, so I had to fly with him. And like 2 or 3 days before we were supposed to leave, my friend, her father-in-law passed away.
Oh.
So we had to cancel a trip, so I just stayed. It was a 10-day trip to. 10 days we were gonna spend in San Diego, so I just spent those days in New York.
Do some sightseeing up there?
A little bit. I was born in New York, so
Okay.
I've been to New York frequently, yeah. So, but there are a lot of things that I haven't done. So we did a 14-mile bike ride, and we rode from Harlem we went across the Brooklyn Bridge, and then came back over the Manhattan Bridge. So that was awesome. I got to get a different, view.
Yeah.
And just be in the city. A lot of networking, a lot of bars.
A lot of bars.
So. I stay mainly in Manhattan. Normally, because I was born in Queens, so when we would go, we would stay mainly in Queens. So I never really got to explore Manhattan. So I did more exploring in Manhattan. But I've seen, all the things like the normal tourist attractions.
Right.
So I didn't do any of that.
I only been there one time. It was a weekend in the city, not even that old. I guess it was like 48 hours there.
Okay. In and out.
Go.
Yeah.
Too much to see, too little time.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I wish we would have went to, and we didn't, was Central Park. We didn't go there.
When was this?
Oh, it was, it's probably 10 years ago now.
Okay. It's completely different. Cause my last time, I went in 2015, and then I didn't go again until after COVID, 2022.
Okay.
And it was like a whole different world.
Really?
Post-COVID, yeah. And so I have some friends they're from here and they moved up there pre-COVID. And so we were talking about the difference in the city and, how certain things have changed. Like right now, it's just starting to get warm. So yesterday was pretty warm, but they've legalized marijuana.
Oh, really?
Recreational. So it's very interesting. Like coming from a city who had like one of the worst, possession law, like the whole stop and frisk law. People were going to jail left and right just for having it on them.
And that's
to now
here or up there?
Up there.
Up there.
So now you have like multiple dispensaries on every block, just about. I saw the most unhinged, like people in the store, like rolling up weed, like in the bodega, like people rolling up as they're walking down the sidewalk in the subway. So I was just like, whoa.
It's not legal to smoke on the street, right? It's supposed to be
No,
like
you can smoke. Everyone, it doesn't matter where you go. People have their joints on the street.
Right. But they're not supposed to, right?
I don't know how that works.
Because I know, we went to Vegas, right? Mm-hmm. And it's legal there, recreational. Mm-hmm. And we'd walk around and people are smoking like crazy. And it says had signs right on the strip and on the old strip is illegal to smoke marijuana in public places, but people were doing it all like crazy.
Yeah, they were doing it. They were smoking it like it was cigarettes, like
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
So you just smell it everywhere. So that was different for me to see that, and then you know, it's just a little different. Like I can't quite put my finger on it. Like it wasn't the same New York that I was used to growing up.
Yeah, we didn't like hanging out down there in the old strip in particular because the weed smell was so strong down there.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, it overwhelmed you how bad it was.
Yeah. Yep, that's how it was in New York. It seemed like a lot friendlier too.
The people?
Yeah.
Well, everybody's high.
That makes sense.
If they're high, they ain't gonna be all grrr. You know, New Yorkers have that reputation, right, for being grrr all the time.
Yeah.
But if you're smoking weed, you're just all, yeah.
I mean, there was still a little bit of that because you have your loud New York. You know, people don't care. You're in their conversation.
Right.
You know, but I would say that like everywhere I went, like the different bars and events and different things we went to, everywhere was just super nice. But I think that's also because, you know, in the South we just present, you know, very like hospitable, like we're kind, we're nice,
Yeah.
we have manners. So, you know, people don't normally, you know, if you present yourself nice, people don't normally treat you horribly. So that was interesting.
Yeah. So I guess you went to a bunch of different clubs there.
Yeah, my friend, he's very social. He works. He's a really good job. He works in the I guess the executive sector of this. I can never remember the name of it, but it's a company it's a nonprofit that they raise money for all the Hebrew schools in the world. And so they only have very few offices, and one of their main offices is in Manhattan. So he knows a lot of people, and so to the point where he's also part of like the Nike Run Club. So he's run the New York Marathon. He's been a part of that, and he's done like the New York Half Marathon and all this. So he's a part of different clubs. So we would be walking like in random places and be like, oh my gosh, like, because he's really tall, they recognize him. So
Okay.
So everywhere we went, you know, every bar, like people knew him. He was introducing me, this is so and so, this is so and so.
Okay, so I was young.
Mm-hmm.
There was in New York, Studio 54 was the place to go.
Mm-hmm,
Is there any place like that now?
Not that I know of. I can ask him. We didn't. And the thing was, I don't think we went to any clubs. Yes, we did. We went to a club in Jersey that was actually really awesome. The DJ was phenomenal. We didn't stay long because it was like that was our last stop at the end of a crazy day. Like we went to the gym for like 2 hours, walked back to his house like 20 blocks from the gym to his house, got dressed, and like was outside, like at the bar, you know, doing all the things. And then we ended up taking an Uber. Oh yeah, this was 420. I remember that. Yeah.
We was there on
we went to a brunch. We went to like this Italian restaurant brunch. And you know, up there, that brunch is like a thing for them. So it's like $60-$70 brunch, like bottomless drinks and all kind of stuff. And then we go to the bar, and that day was just a mess. Like a good mess, but a mess. But yes, I don't know. I can ask him, because I was a part of a few conversations where people were talking about, oh, you know, like this is closed now, this is closed, and now all we have is this and this and this.
Right.
They did have a bar that reminded me a lot of like, I guess like almost like an art bar or something in the Vista. It was called Mickey Spillani's, and like $4 drinks, like $4 cocktails.
Right.
They had like frozen margaritas, kind of like what Willie's used to have, and they had food, and it just seemed very like neighborhood, kind of like. So that was pretty cool. That was cool. Cause everywhere else is like, we went to one bar and it was like
$30 for a drink.
Yeah, like exactly. It was horrible.
I ain't about those $30 drinks. It's bad enough here in town. We went to that place called Bourbon on Main Street.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And my wife had a drink with dinner. It was like $15, I think, and it was small when it came out. It was like half the size of a normal drink. And
Wow.
It was kind of like a martini glass, but it was a tiny martini glass. We're like, what the heck? She goes, like, it's almost like a shot glass.
It's horrible.
Well, don't shoot it. Just sip it. Enjoy it.
Wow. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I get the climate that we live in right now.
Oh, yeah,
The economy, you know.
Yeah, you talk about shrinkflation, right?
Mm-hmm.
That there was shrinkflation. They charge you $15 for a drink, and they downsized that drink a lot.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah. But it was cool. I always love going up there. It's kind of nostalgic being a kid. And going up for the summers and spending time with my grandmother. And, so it's always really cool to
reminisce about the old
reminisce.
times.
Yeah. We used to go up in the summers and my grandmother would give us like $10. We'd go to the deli or the bodega and get turkey sandwiches. So like that's all I ate. Was I'd go to the deli and get me a turkey hero and some chips and a soda, and I was like, wow, this still tastes,
Yeah.
how I remember it.
That same $10 wouldn't get you half of what you got then, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that $10 would get us 2 heroes. I think they were like $4.50. We get 2 heroes and either soda or like a little 50-cent soda or a bag of chips.
Yeah.
Now the heroes are, I think, like
15.
depending on where you go, like they're like 7. They're like 7 or 8, so you can still get a decent price. But of course, they charge you the fee, the credit card fee.
Oh yeah. Everybody's
So they'll
doing
tell
that.
you,
Yeah, that's definitely changed in the last year or so. Everybody's charging that credit card fee now.
Yeah. But if you have cash, it's even,
Right,
so
right.
if it's 6, you just pay 6. But barely anybody carries cash on them anymore. So
It's pretty rare now.
there were a few cash-only restaurants though.
Oh really?
They have an ATM in there. You get, you have to pay them cash.
Are we going to this apartments here?
No, it's gonna be this house right beyond the bushes. This bush, yeah.
This side?
Yeah, this one right here. Yup.
So I have a YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
Would you be okay if I put this conversation on YouTube?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Great, appreciate it.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so you can look it up. It's called Rideshare with Ron.
Rideshare with Ron. That's so easy to remember. I'm gonna look that up.
I got about 30 videos up there. I just started doing it.
Oh no, that's awesome. Yeah, put me on there. I'm a producer and artist, so that'll be a great promotion. I'll blast it.